We're here at IGEL Disrupt 2024, taking place at the Diplomat Beach Resort in Miami. And today I have the pleasure of having Brad Tompkins, who's the CEO of Workspot.
That's right.
How are you doing today?
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Workspot.
Yeah, put simply, Workspot is enterprise VDI built for simplicity. Right? So we supply VDI and application publishing, sort of but with a cloud native point of view. So we are the only enterprise viable, cloud native, multi-cloud, hybrid VDI solution that's out there.
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful, but it is true.
So what kind of problems does Workspot solve for the EUC space?
Sure, we solve all the same problems that traditional legacy VDI providers solve, but we do it in a better way, and we have a different way of thinking about it. As I mentioned, we have a cloud native architecture, and so we have very strong partnerships with the hyper clouds, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. And as well, we work on premises, so we're solving all the same business problems that the traditional VDI players have solved. Mm-hmm. We do a few things we think better. For example, we think we have higher performance. In fact, we know we have higher performance in terms of things like AutoCAD. So we own the AEC vertical, architecture, engineering, construction. So anybody that's doing very heavy workloads, digital work, we solve for that. So we have a strong presence in the manufacturing industry, as you can imagine. We also have a strong presence in the financial services industry because we're solving compliance issues, and we're offering an alternative to the legacy providers. And usually the customers are looking, when they are looking for alternatives, they generally look to Microsoft AVD. Mm-hmm. The challenge that they run into when they do that, though, is that Microsoft AVD is a mono-cloud solution, right? And they really are just starting to have a hybrid story, but we've had this hybrid story for a long time, and we see ourselves as the alternative to the legacy providers.
And can you tell us a little bit about your partnership with IGEL?
So yeah, we're definitely partnered with IGEL in the sense that we're in their Partner Ready program, their IGEL Ready program. I actually came from IGEL, so I was the CRO at IGEL for 7 years, and helped to build all this. I love to see what they're doing, and so we're very heavily partnered with IGEL. Together with IGEL, we provide sort of a very secure end-to-end solution. Really, it's a perfect marriage. So if you're an IGEL shop and you're looking for the ultimate in security and the ultimate in performance, then Workspot and IGEL work very well together, hand in hand.
Now, the EU space is always changing and evolving, but what are some of the trends that you see in the EUC space that Workspot is interested in? Yeah,
of course we see things from the VDI point of view, right? Some things never go away, security never goes away. And since the 90s, people have been doing more with less money, right? That never changes. Eventually, I guess they'll just run out of money in IT, I don't know. But they still have to make it work.
Right.
And what's interesting is that, over the last decade or so, there's been a lot of movement into the cloud, right? And, in the IT world, I've been doing this since the mid-90s. The IT world is a big pendulum, right? So in the 2000s, everything was outsource, outsource, outsource.
Right.
And then in 2010, it was insource, insource, insource. And now it's cloud, 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 cloud. And I've been on the phone with some analysts recently who are seeing actually a repatriation from the cloud back to on-premises, right, for compliance reasons, so people can have their arms around it and have control. I'm not saying the cloud's going anywhere, it's still going to keep growing. But I would say, and what I'm seeing in the marketplace in the VDI world, is ignore hybrid at your peril. Right? Because 90% of workloads in VDI are still sitting on premises, right? And even though customers want to move to the cloud, they may not be able to. And so we help them by working with them on premises when they want it, and then we can go to any one of the clouds when they're ready. They can take their journey at their own pace.
Well, IGEL Disrupt has always been one of our favorite shows to attend. How's the show been for you so far?
Show's great. it was a great keynote this morning, and I love to see what IGEL's doing in the space and focusing on security. I think that's, it's interesting from the ransomware perspective. The reality is there's no surface to attack, right? And so end users that have IGEL on their endpoints, there's nothing there.
Right.
Right? And it's a read-only operating system. So even if someone were somehow able to figure out how to change anything, the way IGEL works is when it goes to boot, if there's 1, 0, or 1 that's not supposed to be where it is, it just doesn't boot. Right.
I think they said that the modules are all individual, and they do a check as it's booting up in the process, right?
So you put that with a strong VDI solution, and you have something that's, I don't want to say ransomware proof, right? This is not a challenge.
Somebody will figure it out someday.
Somebody will figure it out someday, but it's going to be pretty hard, I will tell you that. Yeah.
Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, but before I let you go, where can people go if they want to find out more information about Workspot? Yeah,
definitely, workspot.com. We're here at the conference. We're investing in a lot of conferences, so we'll also be at Nutanix Next in Barcelona. That's our next one. We're generally attending the Google conferences, as you can imagine, being a multi-cloud solution. We're partnering very heavy with those cloud providers, so we're at their conferences as well. We're all over the place. We're trying to be omnipresent right now. If you haven't seen us, I'd be surprised, but just come look for us, and we'd be happy to talk to you.
Great. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and look forward to the rest of the show.
Likewise. Take it easy.